Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and here I am in the final step of this pretty big job, actually, about 950 square feet. And there's a loft up there, which I did, as well as some steps, a stairwell. This is a condo, but it has a second floor there with a loft. Overall, the carpet was really quite badly stained up. But if you go back to the first video, you'll see how I addressed the stains and got virtually all of them out. There are some permanent. The Glade plugins have been dripping oil onto the carpet, and that's permanent. In the bedroom over here, we've got a couple of really bad bleached out spots. I guess the lady had dropped some bleach or something, I guess. She told me it was bleach, and it sure looks like it. Anyway, that's messed up the carpet. But anyway, other than that, it looks like all the other stains have been coming out, and there's been a lot on this carpet. So, and I've been at it now almost 3 hours, and I pre-vacuumed everything very carefully first, of course. That's the proper carpet cleaning, so I do that. And anyway, and I did an extra extraction step, because the first time with the rayon green stripe pad, it came up really quite black. Although the carpet was looking wonderful, I did go over it again one more time, so I ended up with 2 extraction passes on the carpet, a A and a B side of the rayon pad. And I had previously applied this solution and scrubbed it in with the Hogshair fiber pad, and everything was doing really well. It's done really quite amazingly well, but let's vacuum it. So come along with me for a ride. You know, I could do this faster if I groomed it with a Grandi groom or whatever, but I don't like using them. I physically find it harder on me. I'm in my 60s now, give me a break. But anyway, I've never, well, almost never used the Grandi groomer. I've always, pretty much from the beginning, I always wanted to do the post vacuuming as well. It's just kind of been my, one of the things that set us apart. Most carpets get a pre-vacuuming as well as the post-vacuuming. So now this isn't actually intended to remove the encapsulating cleaner I've got, because, well, it's not going to do that anyway at this point, because it hasn't dry, cured enough. It would take a little while for it to get fully cured anyway. But this really is mostly a aesthetically pleasing effect on the carpet, making it look nice and even and freshly vacuumed, obviously. And stands the pile up, makes it look good, accelerates the dry time, at least somewhat, even though the dry time it's almost dry already anyway by the time I do this. In fact, yeah, this carpet's pretty much dry. So it really isn't about the dry time, actually. But it's going to remove a little bit more particulates. You know, just an additional extraction step will help. Hey, what's going on here? That was weird. Huh. I don't know where that came from. Okay, let's go over here. Anyway, the carpet is really, it's really come alive. It's looking really quite good, actually. I mean, for this carpet, as I mentioned in the beginning, the first video, this is 27 years old, and it has really been put through the ringer in a lot of ways, but it's coming up pretty darn nice. It's not going to be perfect though, because, well, it's 27 years old. There is a pretty significant amount of wear in the traffic areas. But overall, it's looking really even. Certainly a lot brighter. All those nasty, ugly stains are gone for the most part. You know, if I didn't pre-vacuum, that would have saved me, well, more than 30 minutes of time right there. Yeah, it took me at least 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes in total to vacuum everything here the first time. Post-vacuuming like this goes faster usually. And if I didn't post-vacuum, if I groomed with a Grandy groomer, I could move it much faster on the floor, on the carpet. But I'm not about, I don't care about the speed. I'm not, that's not important. I've got a longer term vision, I guess you could say, about what I'm up to here. And I have a lot of customers that actually comment about the fact that I both pre-vacuum, which a lot of people notice that, and they will comment on it. Or if you ask them, they'll say, yeah, the last guy didn't do that. And they know, they know it. And when they see that I post vacuum, usually that kind of blows their mind. And I point out to them, yeah, I vacuumed before I cleaned and I vacuumed after I cleaned. Your carpet just got thoroughly vacuumed twice. It's actually a part of our marketing. Oh, I forgot to mention that I already did that closet in that room over there. I did do it with the doodlebug already. I mentioned I hadn't done it yet in the previous videos, but I did it before I ran the vacuum here. And it's sitting right there now. not very good light in this room. When I came in here with the rotary, of course, I could see pretty well because I have that nice big floodlight on it. So that makes it a lot easier when cleaning to be able to see into a place like this. You can put carry a flashlight or even a headlamp on your head if you want. You can do it that way if you want. That'll work. I remember way back in the beginning when I began. Yes, that's when I began, was in the beginning. Anyway, I hadn't been doing it very long, and I remember using my little Clark FM13, and that was when I was still $15 a room. And I did this one apartment, and it's for this young girl that I knew. I can't remember where I knew her from, but anyway. So I go to clean the place. Well, when I got there, the power had been turned off, and there was no lights in there, and obviously with the power off, and the windows weren't showing enough light. I think it was near the end of the day. It was kind of gloomy out. I really could see virtually nothing. But anyway, I went in there, I cleaned it as best I could, almost blind. You can see what that is there. That's where she put a spotter in there for some reason this morning. Anyway, so I cleaned it. The next day, I got a call from her. She's really mad. She says, "Yeah, you didn't take any of the stains out." It's like, oh. So I go back there, and in the light of day, I walk in there, and oh man, there were stains all over the place. And I just said, I couldn't see. Yeah, I ran the machine over it, but I couldn't see what I was doing. It wouldn't matter what I had cleaned it with. And this was they were nasty stains. So anyway, I gave her money back. I said, sorry, I couldn't see what I was doing. It was $45. That was when I was real cheap. Oh, I guess I need to turn this off. I remember way back then, I was really, really busy because I was so cheap. And it was in the town of Penticton, which has got a lot of really smaller houses there. At least at that time there was a lot of World War II kind of houses. Really small living room and whatever. And yeah. I think where I'm going to plug in over here. Yeah, there was a lot of those small houses, so it wasn't so disastrous. And that was 29 years ago. For me, I remember the first time right when I first began, I remember the first day that I made $200 by 11 o'clock, and I was like, ooh, amazing. Because what impressed me was I was working at that time. I'd started working as a carrier, and if I worked all day long, I'd make oh, just a little under $200, and to think that I could, by 11 o'clock, do a job and carpet cleaning, and I could put, get paid $200. That's when I realized that this had a potential. You can do well. Be smart about it. This is really looking good. Yeah, it's definitely looking a lot better. Considering it's 29, or no, it's 29, no, 27 years old. This is really quite remarkable, actually. This carpet is still here. And that is a permanent stain. That again is from the Glade plug-in. The oil been dripping onto the carpet, discoloring it. There's all kinds of weird chemicals in those things. Very unhealthy to be breathing that too, by the way. Putting that oil droplets into the air and then people breathing it. It's just not a good idea. Okay, I'll let you go. I'm gonna go upstairs and groom the loft, and then I got the steps to groom, and then I'm out of here. Okay, thank you for watching and have a good day.